story about a kid from Morocco. Had to show Carlito I was Benny Blanco. Check it out. Raindrop. All set.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Raiders going up against the Saints.
Larry, it has been a tumultuous yet utterly riveting 2018 NFL season, and it all comes to a close here tonight as we welcome you to Super Bowl 53 from two-year-old Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. 50 years after Joe Namath and the guarantee, we are underway in Super Bowl 53. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on second down. Wolf. Flush to his right. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Got some real estate inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's good. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. With the first touchdown of Super Bowl 53. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Breaks a tackle. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 67 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. We've less than 2 minutes in. Had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Wolf. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So 3rd and inches, trying to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackled for a loss.
And you know how we talk about double A-gap pressure, meaning linebackers going in the gap between the center and the guard on either side? Well, it's not always to get to the passer. Sometimes you do that to prevent a running play. Worked pretty well in that situation.
Give him 18 on that one. And that leads to a New Orleans first down.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Steps away to his left. Dances by him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Defense showing blitz.
All right, here we go. Leopard.
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. gun. Wolf. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? To throw. Wolf firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. That one goes for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
They run the counter now on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney, set. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
On is the punter, King, to send it away. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's got room. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Let's go. Blue landed. Go, go.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Go, go! Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Operating from the gun. Wolf looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play. Be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They run it again with Kamara. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Looking to throw. Wolf. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And now here's a carry heading left. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket it for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw deep back over them. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Marty. Leopard.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football, because that one could very easily have been a third.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, it's Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Back to throw. Wolf. And the Raiders have got him. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the Saints punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be in. I know when I joke about you guys skipping halftime, sometimes you get frustrated, but this is the Super Bowl. You got to watch the halftime show of the Super Bowl. All right, let's get you to the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. Always got some breathing room.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Tie game, but they'll get excellent starting field position here to begin the second half.
And it's the starting field position that makes an offensive coordinator maybe bolder than normal. Maybe you want to take the big shot right now. Go for a big play and get their attention early, or even just run your offense because you feel good about where you are and a chance to move the ball downfield.
Yeah, maybe they go for the big play. Time to find out. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And the wideout in motion. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. This one left side caught by Patterson. A very solid gain of 27.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground, this time Lynch. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Let's go! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit! Let's go!
And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd down, here's Washington. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The busy night continues for Kamara. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Six yards here to go for the offense on second down.
No. Check. Gun. Over. Detroit. Hurry up. Here we go. Boom. Landed.
Looking to throw. Wolf. Dancing to his left. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities, you get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Third down. Wolf got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Kamara out of the pistol, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On the counter, here's Kamara. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Wolf. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They start the drive with Lynch, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. In motion, Patterson. They'll set up to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! 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 Now let's go. Green, 30. No. Take that in that Philly. Here we go.
A give to Camara running right. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed. Gun. Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Back to throw. Wolf. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll go down at the 28. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second down, here's Miller. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
First down, the run with Lynch. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Marshawn Lynch. And it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll look to throw here. Near midfield at the 49. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Coming left is Kamara. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. To throw on 2nd down. Wolf. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Aldon Smith in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Wolf. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. 1st and 10. Wolf over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down following the run. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Shift together here from the D-line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wolf over the middle. It's Thomas. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On 1st down, Wolf. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
No, check. Patriot. Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
To throw on 2nd down. Wolf being chased out left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. Wolf. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Gardner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the Oakland Raiders are on top of the football world. They will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.